What is up, my people? Alright, so today's going to be a little bit of a different video. I say today, but I'm probably going to make this up of a few different days of work. But this video is going to be how to make, as an excavator operator or as a loader operator, you may be, I've never personally operated a wheel loader, but you may be able to take these tips or tricks and bring them over to operating a loader. I don't know. But specifically, this is going to be for a track hoe or excavator. It's just, I'm going to go over how I dump my bucket every time to make it, to make it to where I don't get any material on the truck itself. And that goes for side loading and loading from the back too. But the way I do it, it works for both ways. And then as well as not shaking them a lot, because if you do it smooth, continual, I don't know if that was the right word. If you do it smooth, you won't shake the truck. And let me tell you, if you don't shake the truck every single time, and they don't have to get out of their truck to clean it off every single time, that comes with benefits. Truck drivers absolutely fucking love that shit. If you can get to that point, well, I mean, if you want to get to that point, it makes it very easy. I'm in a Doosan 350 LC, or LX. Yeah, LC. Right now I'm on top of a pile. Today I'm side loading, so I'd be picking up from there, loading here. But really, what I really want to show y'all here, we'll shut this so there's not so much noise. What I really want to show y'all is half mooning right there. So you see, my bucket's kind of half mooned. Like, think of a crescent moon. So now all I have to do from this point is lift up and bring in, and it'll heap that bucket right up. You can see actually in the corner there. Here, we'll dump it again so I can show you. Alright, so watch in the top left and right corners of the bucket while I do this. So I'm going to get it half mooned right there, and now see all that air is escaping, and we're filling that bucket up to the maximum. That's how you get a heaping bucket. Now, say we're just gonna imagine I'm loading a truck right now. So we bring it up. We want it to be close to us so we're not hurting the machine while we're swinging around, right? So swing over here, pick up the bucket, and then swing real slowly. That way we're not dropping anything. We want to bring the brake. Make sure, I'll do it again. Swing slowly, but make sure you put that brake on way before you need it, so you come to a smooth, gradual stop. You can kind of hear the brake when it kicks in. But smooth, gradual stop. That way, because I still have a huge heap up there. There's a lot of material that's just sitting on top of the bucket. You don't want to lose that. In my case, I don't want to dump that on the road, because that's going to, one, destroy the road because the trucks won't get any traction, and two, I have to clean it up. So it's a waste of time. So, how do we get it? We're going to say that first, point right there is where I need to dump. The first, oh, actually, matter of fact, there's a truck. No way. Alright. Well, see, right there. I curled it too much and I swung a little too hard. That's another thing. You can't curl the bucket too much. Now, because I'm side loading, I got to go a little higher, so we're going to push out and curl just a tad bit. See, I curled too much. But he's going to come down, stop right there. I'll give him 4 big-ass buckets, because he's a 24-yard, and I believe I have a 4-yard bucket. And remember, we're doing heaping loads on it, so there's a lot more. Hey, come closer, come closer, come closer. Thank you. Thank you. There we go. Me personally, I don't use my horn to have them stop unless it's like an emergency or something, because 90% of the time they ain't gonna hear it. Alright, so right here. This is the motion. Right there. You gotta keep basically the same point you're at, but you're gonna come in as you do it and uncurl the bucket. So watch. Half moon, fill it up. This also makes it to where I don't have to do as many buckets. So watch, we're gonna be real careful. Bring it up. I done did it. It's okay. There's also a lot of wind today. It's a very, very windy day in Galveston County. But we're gonna bring it out, uncurl it a little bit to this point. Now we're gonna lift up and pull in, and it's one motion. You gotta and uncurl at the same time. It's all one motion. You gotta be very quick with it. That's why it's probably better to practice like just while you're stockpiling when you're first starting to. But that motion right there is the motion I use every single time. If you can use it every single time and get it right, it makes for the best, because I'm not wasting much material. I'm not shaking his truck, so I'm not doing any damage to his truck. And you'd know if I was, if it was a trailer, with this trailer, trust me. They bounce around on that. See, it was bouncing around a little bit, but not too much. But you get that motion down, and every single time you do it, it'll get better. And it works for both ways. It more so works for side loading. But bring it out, curl it a little bit, that way we're not dumping all that heat. And pull in, pull up, and uncurl. Slowly. And what I like to do is even out this middle part, that way they have even distribution in the middle. And first I'm going to do this one because I don't want the material piling up so much that it pours over the sides. And then we'll do this back side. And you got to be real careful because the angle's weird. There we go. Alright. And we're just going to bring it all the way to the front, because we want most of the material up at the front anyways. Because this, I don't know where you guys are operating, but this is a sand pit, and these dudes need as much fucking traction they can get. Alright. See? Not too shabby. It's nice and pushed down, evened out. I personally would have liked to see those side bits not so much, so I can do better on that. But that is how you make a truck driver fucking love you. Oh wait, I'm still zoomed in. I was wondering why I couldn't see myself. Alright. Am I on the one? Yep. Alright. So, that's basically the gist of it. let's go over it just as a dump. Or as a this. Alright, so I'm gonna go out, half moon it, bring it in, heat the bucket. Alright. Now, right here. Remember, I kind of designated that first point, or that big point at the very top. That's my dump point. So, we're gonna push out, obviously. We're gonna extend the boom. But as we do that, we need to curl the bucket ever so slightly. So you're gonna see I'm gonna pull the stick diagonally to the left. So here we go. Just ever so slightly to keep that heat up there. And yeah, we're gonna lose a little bit. It's sand and it's windy. But presumably this would be a semi-trailer, and all that material would go into the trailer as I was extending. But now we're at this point, and since we're extended, it's gonna want to dump. So pull up and be real careful with it. Pull in slightly, pull up slightly, and uncurl slightly. And you see we're staying at the same exact point I had my thing all the way out here. See? We're at the same exact point the entire time until you get right here, and that's it. Yeah, I wanna do a few more trucks, an example of that. So I'll probably do that. I also want to do a truck from behind so you can see how that's implemented in that case. But I'm not gonna lie, this is sketchy. Hold on, let me show y'all this. Let me show y'all this. Alright, this is some sketchy stuff. Alright, are we recording? Okay, yeah. Sorry, I did, we got the next truck. I already did the first bucket. We're actually, hold on, let me turn it. Use the car. We're actually supposed to get a bunch of trucks soon. All for 10 yards, so we can't do any heaping buckets, but that's okay. The heaping buckets I really only do for these trailers, because otherwise I have to give them like 6 buckets. But, oh, well, I done messed it up. This wind is horrible today, boys and girls. I don't know who's watching, probably only boys. I think because he's on an angle, I'm actually not going to do the side swipe thing. Because last time I didn't like how it filled in the sides. It just, I didn't like it. Not for me. So. And I'm not talking about the thing. I'll example it right here. So right from this point, we're gonna go up. And what I actually like to do is on the up part, I like to kind of bounce it. So bring it in, bounce it up. And what that actually does is kind of throw the material out of the bucket a little easier. Just makes it easier. And I want it heaping, but I don't want it like so heaping to the point where I'm dumping shit everywhere. Because like I said, that's just wasteful. Like that was a little too much heap. Just a little too much. You want as much as you can take, but you don't want too much because, like I said, you don't want to waste material. That's, being wasteful in this business is horrid. It's not good at all. Alright. So I think what I'll actually end up doing is pushing all this down like that. Fill in the sides, and then we're going to bring it to the back this see that. Yeah, actually, that's perfect. I'd say that is absolutely perfect. All right, cool. Well, there's that. Let me unzoom myself again. Hello, y'all can see the hair follicles on my face, probably. Yeah. That's it. Basically. All right. Cool.
What I'm working on.
New video, or new truck. We don't have a huge heaper on this because most of the time these trucks are only 2 buckets. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. I'll let you know when, guy. There you go. Alright. Now, same thing. We're gonna bounce it up to make that shit drop. See? And as we do that, you just keep bringing it in. And I don't know if y'all can see that, but you can already see that the material's already piled up to the boards. Yes, ma'am.
Alright, Tim and Kenny are on their way to you for 10 yard select. I mean, not select, stand, sorry.
Okay.
Stand, 10 yard stand.
Okay.
Alright.
Cool, we got 2 more trucks on their way. Big old keeper for the back. And this is where I gotta be careful because you see I can almost hit that gate block or that gate hinge, so we don't want to do that. So that's perfect because I don't want it up against that tailgate. Little more. Little more. Little more. That's good. Like I said, 1 above, 2 below. See, it's right. It's perfectly leveled off at the brim of the brim. Yeah, the brim of the. I like to put a little bit in that back part, and a little bit in the middle, a little bit in the back. That way, I can take this bucket once again below the teeth, maybe a little less than that. Perfect. And this one we'll put right in between the back and the middle. That way get some even distribution between the 2 piles. there, Kenny. That's good. No. I didn't mean to dump any. God, I hate this wind. The wind is like 30 miles an hour today. It is no joke. I don't know where y'all other operators operate and how the wind is there, but man, it's a sumbitch here. Because it's coming right off the water, so it gets real momentum. Do less out of that one. Right there will be good. See, perfectly level. That's Kenny. Kenny is the man. He is awesome. We love Kenny. He's the oldest driver we have around here, so we treat him like gold. He's back practicing his trucks. Kenny's awesome. Try and do is start practicing how to like really even it out. That way I don't have to do that side swiping thing. All I do is this. His back axle was dragging there. I don't know if y'all saw that. Fix what he missed up. That's Kenny. Kenny drives like a bat out of hell. I love the man, but God, he drives scary. Like when it's dusty out here, he'll create a whole entire dust cloud behind him. Looks like a damn dust devil. It's funny though. That's basically the gist of it. The side loading aspect of it, at least. I'm gonna try and get a truck where I actually load it from the back. I really want to try or like get that on video for y'all, because that's the way I do it the best. I can do it quickly that way. I don't like to be really quick when I'm side loading, just because I feel like there's more dangers, I guess you could say. But yeah, we'll get a video for y'all sooner or later of that. I'll try and do it today, but if I can't, what? All right, people, we're finally getting some trucks from the back. So yeah. And these guys are professionals right here. These some professional truckers. They know what the fuck they're doing. Alright, so right here, remember I said we gotta put the bucket way more down into the box. So there we go. Put it down into there. Now we stop pushing down and we start to push out. Or stop pushing in and we start to push out. And it looks just like that. And we'll do the second bucket just like we did the first bucket, because the way I do it is I'm hitting the middle when I'm going in, I'm hitting the middle, and when I'm going back out, I'm hitting the right behind the doghouse. So this is going to be our big bucket for this truck. So go in to the box like that, uncurl, stop right there, and now we uncurl it. Or, sorry, now we go out. That's what I meant to say. Oh, Kenny, come on, man. Kenny, you're too... Kenny, I can't turn around. I can't. I'm gonna hit you. Am I gonna hit you? Oh, no, I'm good. Shit. Well, I don't want to hit Kenny. Bucket, so alright, now we smooth it out. That last bucket's always a little rough, but here, actually, I'm gonna smooth it out for him a little bit. That way they're more level. I didn't like that teeter that guy was that I put him on. And like I said, I baby Kenny, so we're gonna really do it this time. Alright, so go into the box, go in and curl out, and go out and curl out. I like to shake my little bucket around because in the veins or in the like corners of the bucket, it'll compact the sand to the bucket. So I like to get all that out, but I can. A little too much there. Go to the doghouse, uncurl, come in. Now that we're here, we have to go out. Third bucket, little baby. And it's kind of the same thing for this third bucket, but instead, what we're gonna do is just keep going in. It'll go out. So I'm just gonna keep going in. What's that? That's your last one? Oh, dang, okay. Well, you drive... Okay, we're closing at 4 today. Okay. You have a good day, Kenny. Drive safe. Yep, we're closing early today because I gotta go to San Antonio for doing this Christmas thing with my dad. His explanation of it is these people bring out like 200 tons of ice and like carve it. It's like an ice carving at a hotel. I don't know. I'm going to see something like that in San Antonio, so it's going to be a fun weekend for me. Get to chill instead of working on the truck and doing work stuff like I usually do. I'm gonna smooth that out a little bit. No more trucks. All right. Well, I think that'll do it. Honestly, am I still recording? Indeed, I am. I think that'll do it. Yeah. I was gonna end the video, but I actually got the chance to load this guy from the back, so we're gonna do a little example of that as well. I'll probably do a little cut here because these guys take forever to back up to me. So yeah. Remember I said, like, if the heap falls off, it'll go into the trailer? That is exactly what I meant. So as long as I keep the bucket over the trailer, most of the time it will fall. So what I like to do with these trailers when I'm loading them from the back, I stop them super far away, and then I move up to them after the first bucket, and I use my arm as a gauge. So I put my arm all the way out as far as I can reach, and then kind of line it up with their tarp. That way I know I can scrape all the way to their tarp. So, bringing it up, we're going to slightly go to the left on the way out to keep that heap in the bucket. Now, we're going to drop it down, bring it in, and uncurl as we're going up. And I don't really go back out with these just because I'm paying attention to my counterweight. I don't want to give them a love tap with my butt. Yeah, going back up. Uncurl, go in, keep uncurling. That's at least how I like to do the trailers. More big old bucket. Big old heaper. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. Oh, we had some fall off. That's okay. And more fall off. Okay. That's the problem with doing the heapers. Bang! I don't even have to go in any. And this one, I like to dump until I see it at the top, and I'm gonna put the rest at the front. That, my friends, that's a perfectly loaded truck right there. Can't really see it too well, but you can see it. Cornrows, that's what I like to see from the teeth. Alright. That is the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching. I wanted to make this video because, I don't know. I personally didn't get the chance, like, when I was, sorry, I'll stop holding it awkwardly. When I started, there was no real video. I found, like, there's somebody on YouTube that does, like, 101. That's the channel, or that's what they call their videos, like Trackhoe 101 or Loader 101. Anyways, they do little training videos, and I learned some stuff from there, but there wasn't anything that, like, really helped me with day-to-day stuff. So I feel like for an actual operator that's doing it day-to-day, this will help you, in my opinion, if you're an excavator operator. If you've been doing it for a while and ain't a problem, if you're doing off-road trucks, this whole video doesn't matter. If you're doing off-road trucks, who gives a fuck about them? Honestly, they're made to be like beat. But these highway trucks, you gotta take real care of them because they like to be babies. Sometimes, some of the drivers like to be babies, but others are good. But yeah, that's it. Y'all have a good one. Thank you for watching very much.